Divergence before convergence. When we ask AI to do something, it'll often give us the most lukewarm, generic, basic, broad answer. That's a problem because we don't want generic AI slop. We want quality content. Good stuff. Good stuff. Divergence before convergence is a prompting tool that can help you get better AI output. So let's say you're wanting to decide what to eat for dinner. Maybe you want to know what your next travel is going to be. What should you name your pet? Or maybe some business problems. Let's go with naming a podcast as our example. We're just going to go with the basic, give me a list of podcast name ideas. Okay. Yeah. So, yeah. Curiosity Unplugged is pretty bad. The Unscripted, serious, fun. This is bad. So what we're going to do is we're going to give it styles, categories, an expansion of what it's searching for and looking for to get something more unique, more novel, more valuable, more rich and interesting. And the way that we're going to do that is just throw out some styles. I mean, maybe it's unserious, maybe it's professional, maybe it's comical, maybe one word type names for a podcast, maybe it's an inside joke to the audience. We're going to ask AI to give us a broad spectrum of ideas for names. And from there, we'll filter it, converge it, and then we'll stress test it. So let's go back and do a divergence test. We're going to start with a number, a force number. Give me a list of at least
30 names for a podcast with different styles, such as unserious, one-word names, invented words, insider-only names, like inside jokes with the audience.
And we want to make sure to tell them what our podcast is actually about. So we'll just say, and it's about current events. So let's see what it comes up with. Again, with that broader spectrum of responses, we're probably gonna get something a lot better. Doom scroll and chill. I like that one. Okay, let's see what one-word names. Nowcast, that's kind of cool. It's got a nice little splash to it. But yeah, you can see here as we're going through this that this is going to get the brain juices flowing. A lot of complaints about AI is that it diminishes critical thinking and creative thinking. Where I think this is just this is helping us brainstorm and come up with better ideas than what we would have had on our own. So now that we have our diverged list of 30 names, we're going to filter it down. We're going to give it some criteria to make AI do the heavy lift of filtering and sifting through each one of these ideas. And that criteria is usually what specifically you don't want or don't like about the output. So we'll go back here and it even asks us a good question here. Tell me a bit more about your tone. The more information you give AI, the more specific and tailored it can be. So yeah, we'll use that as our first filter. The tone is
playful commentary, sometimes with hot takes, sometimes with stories, and sometimes with serious discussions about a topic.
So now let's give it its filter criteria.
I'd like you to filter these names by ones that won't perform well in search, that's findable, names of podcasts that already exist or are close to these names.
Because obviously we don't want, to be duplicating anybody.
And remove any of them that are too generic or basic.
I'd like you to pick your top 5. Based on those filters, this is what I gave. Doom scroll and chill. I also like that one. Panic at the headlines. It's a nice little pun. Spin cycle news. Okay. Very cool. So now we've filtered it and we've got some good options. I'm going to pick 3 of these. Clickbait and chill and doom scroll and chill. They're too close. So I'm going to do doom scroll and chill, panic at the headlines. So now we're going to stress test this. We're going to push back on these 2 ideas and see which of them will probably perform the best. So the way that we're going to do it is ask it to play devil's advocate against both of these names.
Stress test them against best practices or podcast naming conventions to help me pick the best one.
Parody, confusion with the band. Okay, tone may skew too chaotic. Okay, that's good feedback. Less timeless if the vibe. Okay, yeah, that's good feedback. Doom scroll and chill. Okay, trend tide. It's very contemporary, but it's not, like a terrible thing. And chill is over memed. Ooh, yeah, we don't want it to be over memed. Yeah, we don't want to do that. Okay, so it's giving us basically its breakdown. It's stress testing, it's pushing against it. That's the good info and intel that you need. Basically identifying the gaps, the things that you didn't consider about those names. That's the valuable process in picking a name. Wow, it gave us a lot of really great analysis. That's great. And then it'll even continue helping you filter and narrow it down. That's super duper valuable. Divergence before convergence, which is the process of asking AI to broaden its search based on different categories and types, filtering it based on criteria, and then converging on a few choices, stress testing those to help you get a super high quality output and help you problem solve in your life. Obviously, we did this for names, but you can do this for business problems. You can do this for personal life things like planning travels, or you want to find a unique solution to the dying grass in your backyard or something. I don't know. But try Divergence before convergence. Would love to hear what you think and what your experience is like with it and any tips for improvement, because we're all learning here, all trying to figure it out.